Dire team ban. Five seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back, everyone. We're second for today execution, and a
10
lot of people
seconds
thought,
remaining.
myself included, and analysts included, that
5
execution
seconds
are the
remaining.
stronger team, and arguably on paper they are very much a stronger team. They're the four champions. They won the Asian Dragon Series as well, knocking out Team Mongols, and they even brutalized Team Nemesis in the group stages. But something amazing happened. Nemesis managed to
Radiant
take
team ban.
execution height of the game working out in execution. It's not favoring them.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
We're going to ban as
Dire
bring out
team
that Terror
ban.
Blade and that Darkseer. Of course, you're not seeing a Medusa ban come out.
Dire team
Nemesis,
pick.
they could potentially do
Radiant
that
team
pick,
pick.
perhaps on the off lane, perhaps on that carry position. So they're going to go for a Morphling. Now, I do
Dire
think this is
team ban.
going to be a carry Morphling.
Titan.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Pretty strong counter, and execution didn't waste any time.
Radiant
Or
team ban.
expecting carry Morphling, or Team Nemesis ban onwards. Like a hero, they pick themselves. They pick for themselves in the pre, and they're going to ban that tiny out. Or
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Storm Spirit.
correct me if I'm wrong. Storm Spirit is also a hero that does pretty well against that Morphling. That Morphling
10 seconds remaining.
gets beat off, then essentially take the Morphling down. But
5 seconds
really
remaining.
dependent on thinking, or rather Akashi who's going to be picking that Morphling. Very dependent on whether or not Nemesis. Oh.
Dire team pick.
Double challenge. I hope this is not
10
going to
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
was
remaining.
able to
Radiant team
catch
pick.
that off guard time and time again, and it's like they're building up the recipe, right? Shadow Shaman against the Storm Spirit. Very strong frontliner in the form of the Dragon Knight, and a very potent carry in the form of that Morphling. Team Nemesis draft is
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
mentioned the Mage Slayer, right? It's a natural item for that Made Dragon Knight. EXECRATION really have their work cut out for them. The question is, what are they going to be picking to cut through that Dragon Knight and cut through that Morph? For any hero in particular, perhaps something like Dark, or even they can even go for a Timber Saw.
Radiant team pick.
Lion. Lycan.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Tide Hunter.
Radiant team ban.
Finger Smash. There's a lot of spells that have that deep momentum. Anchor Smash, the Fire, the Shadow Shaman, Ether Shock,
10 seconds
so even the
remaining.
Morphling Wave. It doesn't seem like
Radiant team
even
ban.
some Lycan are going to be much used in the game. But in the early game, they're very good, right? The Wolves can zone out nearly include Shadow Shaman, but it's a question of how good can EXECRATION, how good of a performance can EXECRATIon put out in
10
that
seconds
beginning phase?
remaining.
Because when you look at the transition towards that mid,
5
it really
seconds
does feel
remaining.
like Nemesis have the better drop.
Seconds remaining.
What's about
5 seconds
carry?
remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Mirana.
Nemesis are going to be going for a Mirana. Interesting pick. I wouldn't have expected them to be. I would have thought that they take a hero with a better guaranteed chance pulled up with that Shadow Shaman. But again, they have that synergy, right?
10 seconds remaining.
Followed up with that arrow, it can be one.
5 seconds remaining.
All eyes on this last pick, but it's certainly going to be for something to counter the Morphling, something to counter the Dragon Knight, and you have to do it while faced up against several heroes at the table. It's a very difficult task, yeah. What about a race? A second life. No. There's something like create a break mechanic. I don't think a lion has that innate in their accent. I think Shadow Shaman is the only hero that has that break, and the Shadow Shaman gets to that level.
Choose your hero.
I'm not too sure. Is it against? What about with the shape shift? You know, on the Lycan mixer, give it to the Avatar. Yeah.
5 seconds
It really
remaining.
does seem like I would say it's considerably. I would say it's more like 35, 35, or even 70, 30. Where they have more disables, they have more sustain, they have more lockdown, more damage even out towards that mid game, because it's not as if the Dragon Knight needs to make a lot of items online. Items, actually, it doesn't seem like anyone on EXECRATION is just morphling in that really on his arm, and Nemesis have all the rotation. EXECRATION, on the other hand, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Storm Spirit, because you have to have the Storm, otherwise your lineup, in my opinion, just
'I see for you a future
I think
full
that's
of
pretty
death.
I
Balor
bring
has
glories and victory.
8 matches
Refreshing.
And
overall
enjoy
on
that.
Abaddon. Did I
Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, sorry to disappoint
not a lot
you.
of
Your
matches, you know.
storm was coming.
Like,
The wolf
if
is
that's
at your
true,
door.
then this is going to be more of an experiment thing
down.
for him.
Alpha wolf.
What is going to be strategy? How do you? What are the goals?
I love this part. Didn't you see me waving? You're in over your head.
Ha ha ha! How refreshing. You're not going anywhere.
I love this part.
Seems like they don't have any. Marksling is the only viable target that's not for once the power rules get. Outside of that,
love
you
this
go on a
part.
Dragon Knight and you go on a Tide Hunter too. Just heroes, tankiest heroes. Pretty risky. It doesn't exactly make it any less risky if you go on that morph, because you have that counter initiative. Tide Hunter team always going to have your support nearby, because it's value.
I see for you a future full of death.
30 seconds to battle.
teams are going to be able to
The battle begins for good and all.
Stay down! Stay down! I love this part!
I would be too. If I was EXECRATION, it's one thing to hotly contest the game, it's another to get stomped.
Denied!
You have the aquatic shield, and that should be effective for now. EXECRATION is one of the strongest heroes to create hit, right, in that laning phase, and now coupled up with the aquatic shield, and it really seems like when you have more levels of Nemesis, you have to be more and more careful. I mentioned the chicken finger. It gives you quite a big boost in terms of feeding potential because you get a free hit off it. Well, top side, what are your predictions over on the top lane? A Lycan plus a Lion versus a Morphling, and it doesn't seem like Morphling should be in any sort of danger because you can always waveform out to only have one disable coming in. But is there any kill potential here? Because the Lion is supposed to be one that creates that kill. I mean, I think first what is going to occur from that bot lane unless of course Sashi goes for getting more than out. But both teams think steadily. This time around it's a bit more even in terms of last hits. You don't respective off-laners. For Nemesis though, over on that bot lane, a Tidehunter just a few more hits and it might have been enough to take him down, but Palos turned his attention towards King.
First blood.
Going the way of EXECRATION. I'm gonna do it at top side and then Mirana in top lane because I've always preferred Mirana to be a position rather than a position 5. But
Dire's courier has been slain.
Really as much as Tinker's laser, and that's huge.
Dire's courier has paid the ultimate price.
Shank needs to be careful though. Eris spotted him out. Hit by the double star storm, the blood grenade will fall as well. The APL being thrown out, but it's not going to be enough. Mirana will leap forward and clean enough. It is, you know, it's just one kill. It's a bit troublesome for EXECRATION because it really seems like a mismatch of synergy. A Lion, which is supposed to be a very aggressive, or coupled up with a Lycan who mostly just farms.
Stupendous!
mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of strategies you can come up with the Lycan. I remember back in TI when Team Spirit won their first TI. That was the most innovative Lycan strat that ever came out in the history. You remember the Lycan Tiny. But apart from that, it's always been just Lycan farming away. I mean, he's probably going to go for the Helm of Support in this top lane more. He didn't get stretched
Radiant's
more
middle
for
tower is
Hakashi
under
falls.
Dire's structures are fortified, just like me.
Oh man, that should not have happened.
Radiant structures are fortified. Don't waste time hitting them.
Stationed over here, Dragon Tail onto Stormspirit. It's actually Lewis who's eyeing the tree over here. He actually got arrowed down over there, but the Echo Storm coming in from CML has made this a more even exchange. Of course, Sting will be the first one to fall. Dragon Knight unfortunately has a lot of sustain, but not enough damage to back his team up. Nemesis on that mid lane. About it. Let's see when you get that Vlad yourself. Has lost in Dragon Form. You can get stationed here as well. They really want this really tier 1 tower so they can open up the map. Is there going to be any rotation? Or nothing. And Echo Storm unfortunately is not going to be able to find anything. Despite of those PPDs, Nemesis are just going to walk it off.
Radiant.
Up by that Stormspirit, and unfortunately, Shanks was caught out over here. He will end up falling, and this means, but Gecko Stop actually, the counter initiation coming in from that Elder Knight. Lewis does have that hit, but can they actually finish the Dragon Knight off? It really seems like a wrong target to go for.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
I don't think there's any threat, which is what you really want to be countering out. But did come out with 4 hearts, a stack camp, and also planted down that thing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, use the wave form, and Akashi is so vulnerable here. Really doesn't seem like he can make it out. The creep started something upon him. Kino's activated his creep tip, and they're going to try and run Akashi down. The arrow, though, going to hit the Elder Titan. The waveform will be available, and that's going to be a failed rotation on towards that Morphling, but perhaps
the Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
But no, it seems like Nemesis needs to slippery 4.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen, as all towers someday must. Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
With a full double damage zone, that's enough pick himself up that dagger.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen in battle.
But in fact, it looks like a bit of an uncoordinated approach as Mac wanted to go on towards Lycan and the rest towards Tank. But it looks like they won't be able to actually find anything other than just one of the Centaur Conqueror. The Dragon Form is able to initiate on towards anyone. It's going to be Elder Titan though, not the ideal target as Team Fail is going to come in tank on towards 2 heroes, Gecko Stomp, or just to end Nemesis off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They even revealed their Blink Dagger. Very.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. About time. Fortification in place.
And he also got a...
That's not good for the Radiant.
Access. Not ideal, but I think Tidehunter is one of those heroes that can cover pretty fast. Keep the Tidehunter alone for and he's like his not really high.
This feels more like Fimran's thing. Can't win a war without money.
They're content just farming because they realize that there's actually hunger in that late game compared to Execration. It's actually Execration who are on that time run, right? And
Radiant's bottom tower is under
the
attack.
thing is that you reminded me when you brought up the art I turned it into
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. That's what that wispy glow around the tower
right
means.
because like
Tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen, and I don't mean in love. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
another
Dire's middle tower
but
has fallen.
Nemesis by taking out this Q1 tower towards that bot side are just slightly ahead because they can position now to take the Tormentor when it comes
Hidden.
on as
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world, being attacked.
Dragon initiation on towards Nino, but he managed to get that shield tipped off, and now Lewis is going to go in on towards that Dragon Knight. The finger of death to take him out as well, and with Nemesis having lost 2, this seems like this team fight is over, as Evan is going to be the third one to fall, and the Morph thing, Akashi, will find that TP out, but it's a very costly maneuver for Nemesis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
Regeneration.
Have been there, but holding that thought mid-side, our Rabbit expanded on towards Lewis. This time around, the Blink Dagger actually coming in very handy. think they're banking on the fact that Morphling will be able to become powerhouse later. For the Dragon Knight, you just build on that gain enough before that Morphling might have happened. But it seems like Lewis, when it does the tankiness of the Side Hunter, tapped in 4 heroes onto her Draven. He's on it. That's also going to end up falling. Yeah. Definitely not fair. But he was able to make it with that where he died. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Of course, allow execution to actually torment her and give it its win.
Can't fight what you can't see.
My waters rise.
It's time!
Shot. Activated. Lewis into the X up, blink in and a dragon tail. Everything expanded onto her Lewis as he came down. They didn't even care about Shank. They just let that line go because they got what they wanted. They got the Storm Spirit down and perhaps they are enabling the one hero that has to create a tempo for execution, right? Lewis has lost his life twice. Morfred has not had a great game, not been able to make an absence or anything decision. His EKB, perhaps they're now just saying that we've had our losses, can't hit that well on our strong, so we're just going to farm for that.
That was some unpleasant business.
Other like to suspended his Earth Splitter. Won't have it for about 90 seconds. Just can go forward because he still have that Ravage. Lewis is going to tap forward on towards Mac. Ares stuck on that twist, but yet again, not enough follow-up for execution is the problem. Balon needs to be careful, of course, was able to find Ares there. He's chased down by this Side Hunter. Mac going to blink forward yet once again. Balon, the ultimate borrowed time is still not activated, and Nemesis moves their Shadow Shaman towards the side.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
I mean, you can take... I think you can even take Lycan down Savage and that Morph. But it's not going for him.
Over here!
All first, jump on. Why
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
coupled up with
The Radiant
Overlord
Overlord
first coming in.
has fallen. The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think they really need to step up because the tempo from execution is
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
more pushes. Do you want Nemesis, you want to be in a position where you can look at this morphling.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
We slip into shadow.
Moonlight Shadow, but it didn't matter as Dragon Knight got head stuck. He still gets active with BKB, but the rabbits to come out from Raven onto her Shank. He's going to lose his life, but it seems like Execration is just going to run away for now. Shape shift being activated. Other side taking a lot of damage, but meanwhile, of course, they're trying to chase at each other, not able to find anything. Nemesis struggling to group up right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Able to grab onto
no
her
arms to
anyone.
defend itself.
Nemesis might actually go back in. Dragon Knight still has decent enough duration on his dragon form.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
but then
is all alone in the world.
be careful.
Being
Meanwhile, Jing actually found this Elder Knight, stacking him down, and he's going to end up falling. Of course, the respawn, they're here now. Palos having activated his Swallow Time, and now the Dragon Knight in so much danger, but activating that BKB. Lewis, no more mana up for him. This Lycan is now got as well. Execration, it seems like they've run out of food over here. Agent popped out, no more Lycan. Is Nemesis going to pursue the arrow, going to hit through it as well, but still going to dispel that stun. Trying to fall for a second time now. Fallon, that double kill, but it seems like Lewis is going to fall.
Double
again.
kill.
Nemesis take a very drawn out but very calculated team fight.
Divine intervention.
Like each and every single one of the heroes from Nemesis, or that are the players from Nemesis, get out of their mind, right? That Moonlight Shadow was perfect. Dragon Knight Mac held on towards his BKB and used it later on in that fight when Execution ran out of juice. So Tidehunter's counter initiation, Shaman doing an excellent job at surviving, and those shackles holding the Abaddon and holding the Storm Spirit. Very well played by Nemesis.
Radiant's bottom
wonder.
tower has seen better
A
days.
hero like Storm Spirit
Radiant
who can
structures are
catch
fortified.
anyone.
That means you can't hurt him right now.
I mean, if you have to be able to lock someone down and take him out. That's your win. That's his absolute key requirement. Dragon Tail on towards that Storm Spirit. He stood no chance. Lewis the fall. Lewis force planted down. And a tier 2 tower under threat.
That's not where Radiant's bottom tower was always the weakest tower. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I would say nearly impossible, right? Because not as if there's a lot of beautiful strong execution. Sure, you have the assault first, but a lot of the damage to the light is not.
Dire's top tower.
That was
Pero bakit parang kasalanan?
first that I want to How do you think? What is the team? Right, so woke up, of course. can though, it's
The Dire's
missed. It
bottom
got out
tower
the
doesn't even have
elite.
arms to
It
defend
actually
itself.
cashed out
What a
Morphic.
brave tower.
Unfortunately, they're going to go the other way. That one has to hurt. Hits from Akashi, which end up falling. Oh, Max though, he's going to flick forward, found the Dragon Tail on towards that Lycan. Of course, he needs to be careful because those creeps do quite a bit of damage, but now that shift's actually been forced out.
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world, being attacked.
Shift for about 80 seconds though. Well, and if you're Nemesis, you should really be going to this tower. Like, stopping.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's have that group.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant anymore, it turns out.
Has the dragon.
I think
Arrows pointed out with Nino as well. You need to be careful when it seems like the Abaddon is going to engage upon that Dragon Knight needs, but it takes so much damage. Does have that model dying. It's going to be propped now. They're going to go back, but it doesn't seem like Nemesis is going to allow it. They're ravaging on towards the Abaddon, and they're losing their cash. The execution, they're going to lose this. They might just lose an entire team fight. Gecko's lost for the ball momentarily, but it's not going to matter. Dino is going to get run down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh man.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, look at Raven. The high ground, they're actually eyeing the tier 4s over here. On towards that Elder Titan. Nowhere to go for him. The green heroes down and unstoppable Morphling.
Radiant structures fortified.
Died
Don't
once
waste time hitting
in
them.
that training
Dire's
phase
structures
and
are
had
fortified,
died
just like me.
again. And full satanic up driven force at the ready. How do you defend this?
Radiant's top tower no longer radiates. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Yes, indeed. Radiant's top barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Situation are at a point where they can't even act their game. But I know they're going to go for it. It's for execution. And now Morphling with an Aegis Reef does seem like impossible to take down, considering the fact you can't kill him once, right?
Stay silent and move quickly.
Jungle, try and spot someone out. Execute right outside of their base. On towards that Dragon Knight, they might be able to pop him, but the glimmer, the force stop is keeping him alive. Just for now, he's still picking it up with alive. And now, like his look lost his life. Of course, the Dragon Knight, Max has finally fallen, but there is a juggernaut to deal with. That is some more things. How do you take Akashi down? Valos is trying his very best to take King down.
Double
Shadow
kill.
down the world of balls, but
Monster
it doesn't
kill.
seem like they have a response towards Akashi. The buybacks to come out from both of these sides. Valos has that ball time with a ravage. As soon as Lewis went in, the spawn rate is just going to get bursted down. Execution. They thought they had the upper hand, but it just seemed like the hand they were playing into was Team Nemesis.
bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
You really go for this fight. I mean, it doesn't seem like they have any choice.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
It seems like a lose.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Go for that buyback and shake that agent down. Of course, it will fall. And there's no Dragon Knight here, so perhaps they're trying to go in. A vortex on towards that force. They can try and take him down. A creep sun coming in as well. The game fails from that line. They have enough damage. It seems like a concrete found that one waveform, but it won't be enough. Shanks will get that kill. And now Nemesis, they're in a world of trouble. Shadow Shower the fall as well. 2 heroes down now. And EXECRATION finally break through. Like they were playing overconfident. They didn't have that. Without your Dragon Knight, without your super strong frontliner, and without your Ravage, what do you exactly? You know, it's not as if you're impulsive. It's not as if you're already out of the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself to the Aegis. The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
Now that EXECRATION have got themselves a bit, what is they? They go for smoke and painting down again. Wait for Nemesis to come knocking at that high ground because there's nothing stopping Nemesis.
Steps off and leave no trace.
That Revenant with that waveform. Back with the waveform. To the right. I see that he's just pretty
Radiant's
well with
middle
that
tower
force
is
thing.
under
Banner
attack.
plays down towards that bot side. Let's see if the holding it there, but a rabbit on towards 4! Eagles got off guard over here, and now Matt with that double kill. Lewis wants to activate a green AP, but it's just too late. They lost their rat. They lost their heroes in the blink of an eye. It doesn't seem like they even want to take down you don't want to make a case. He actually wants a throne over here, but EXECRATION can't do anything about it. Trying to make a move on towards that fourth thing, but Gino fell with 3 hits. Battle. Borrowed time activated, but it doesn't even seem like Nemesis cares. They want the throne. They're going to go all in towards it. They're trying to stop this fourth thing, but Mac is still on that throne as Nemesis will be able to another game right from underneath the better team, right from underneath the juggernaut that was EXECRATION. Nemesis takes it 2-0.
ты сказал, произошли.
Так, кто перекликает?
Альберка перекликал, да, красавец.
Клик бога.
Клик бога. Ну да, как я и говорил, мы видим, что у Рейна глейвы уже вкачаны. Против 2 милишников он будет стоять, будет наваливать. Но не стоит забывать, что Квизи в классике с Ферстбладом. С Ферстбладом он какие-то ресурсы принесет. Может быть, этого сайленсера просто будут фармить. Шарды, тег-тим и... Давай.
На 3-м левеле я прям вижу, как они убивают. Да, это куча дэмэджа от ЛЦ. Посмотрим, что произойдет в миде. Как будто бы Ники Кул должен дифать эту игру очень жестко. Должно быть, как ты и говорил правильно, там, первая ротация котла — это с телепорта где-то убить героя, прийти там еще где-то убить героя и так далее. Хочется... Будет же еще дротик. Есть, конечно, 6 тиков, но нет. Тут
Замансить
как бы никак.
как-нибудь, подмансить на!
Нормально, минус 1.
Еще и плюс инта для Рейна. Да, огрызаются Virtus.pro. Что делал еще все это время Тасик? Он просто выпуливал пачку, да? Просто Квизи выпуливал пачку, и под это все Альберка подставился. Ну, грустная ситуация. По сути, все, что нужно было им на этой линии, как ты говоришь, да, там левел получить и нормально там постоять. Рейн скиллом.
Ну, у них хотя бы из плюсов, да, урона. Как будто бы, знаешь, вот как
Тут тоже какие-то тут